So as I scrolled through social media yesterday, something prompted me to look up what a stallion was, because a lot of times, I have wide hips, and when you're down south in different places, or even in this period, people refer to a lot of black women as a big fine stallion. And then I thought about, I heard a couple of rappers and singers who refer to themselves as that. And then I thought about Megan Thee Stallion. I don't know this young woman. I just heard of her name. I wouldn't know who she was or anything, but I just thought about it. And so I looked it up and I said, a stallion. It's not even a female. It's a male horse. And I thought about it. I said, we use so much terminology inappropriately. And we use it without being mindful of the impact it has on society or our lives or the people, our children, when they're listening to it all day, right? So they just regurgitate what they hear all day. And they're speaking along the lines of a stallion, but they're using it inappropriately. So when somebody hears them say this out in public, it sounds ignorant, or it sounds like you're misinformed. But not only that, it has a greater purpose, because then it lays the foundations for confusion and foolishness. So I looked at a stallion. They said a stallion is a male horse, and one who gets bred is a stud. So I automatically go to the LGBT community. And I'm looking at lesbians, how they refer to themselves as studs. Which are lesbian women who dress like men, usually are ones who does penetration to the more feminine lesbian partner. And I said, wow. So not only are we misinformed when we're using this terminology, but we are adding fuel to the LGBTQ agenda. And I know people are like, well, what do you mean adding fuel? I'm a heterosexual. I would like my sons to be heterosexual. I am in no way condemning or saying that these individuals cannot live their life. The only issue I have with them becomes when they force their lifestyle on my family or my children, or their way of life on my children, in a way that it causes confusion, which they have and which they are, which then it becomes a problem for me, right? So now I have something to say about it, especially me raising 3 young men, especially 3 young black men in this society. And so I said, okay, so that's a stud, one who get bred, but ultimately it's a male horse. And we refer to our women as stallions. It's a little different. They say the mares are what they call the women who are being bred. Women horses that are being bred like this are mares, not even stallions. Those are men. So then I like to go back, because a lot of times people are like, well, look at, women are so masculine. They are not as feminine, as they should be. Well, we have to be careful, because words have power. And whether you know it or not, you breathe these things in your environment, in your neighborhood. It has a lot of power. And you must be cautious and careful of those things when you're speaking these things. And ultimately, they're lies. Basically, that's what I wanted to share. It's a lie, because first of all, we are not men, we are women. Most of the time it is said to heterosexual women, oh, you're a big fine stallion. You're a whole ass man. So that sounds really gay to hear a whole ass man say that you're a big fine stallion. So men, check your verbiage. and redirect it because it sounds ignorant. And if you are referring to your woman as a big fine stallion in any way, if you look a little deeper, you're basically welcoming or saying she's a big fine male horse. Whew, Lord, this world is backwards as hell. Yeah, so it's real. So I just wanted to share that briefly, what that was and what it is. It's crazy. So, yes, a stallion is a male horse. A stud is one who is being bred. Oh, and hint, hint to the lesbian women. You're calling yourself a stud? You can't breed anything, my dear. You have no semen. Message. I'm just letting you know. You guys might want to go back to the drawing board and go get you another word because you're not breeding anything. Your products and your toys are plastic. You do not have the tools to breed anything. You can breathe, but you can't breed life with your spouse as a lesbian stud. Sorry. I know. It hurts sometimes, huh? The truth does. I know. All right.